James, the owner of the YouTube channel Modern Debate, he has the moderating skills of a 14-year-old.
Yeah. I mean,
By the way, I popped back in on YouTube and I said, "Is this still live streaming?" And he goes, "Yes." He starts giggling. And I said, "You are the worst moderator. You're terrible." Then they muted me and then I left.
Yeah, I understand, but I also try to understand his side. I mean, it must be hard to moderate.
You know what? You are dumb. Grow a few brain cells. You are just stupid.
No, I'm on your side. I'm not trying to.
No, you're not on my side. There's no understanding his position. He's a terrible moderator. And when these people behave badly, okay, and I confront the other person with their bad behavior, what does he do? He comes down on me. He does this every time.
Yeah.
Wake up and smell the coffee.
Well, the comments are going to be biased probably too, so they're all.
I don't care. James, I'm really pissed off at James.
Yeah, his forehead is pretty big as well.
Demolishing, sir, I have a question.
Sure.
You got.
In your next debate, will you choose your moderator?
Well, I'm not going to be appearing on Modern Day Debate unless I get a public apology from James, which which in all likelihood he will not do, because he's a clown. He's a little girly man. Do you hear him giggling on the microphone the whole time?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm disgusted with him. He promised me he would screen the next interlocutor. I was royally ticked off. I said, I want somebody who's going to debate like an adult. Okay? I don't expect somebody to agree with me. I want somebody who is an adult mind, not what we saw on display here tonight. What we saw here tonight was a 15-year-old trapped in a 22-year-old's body.
He's 22 years old?
22, 23, and arrogant as the day is long. And when I explained to him how certain concepts that he had were a no-go, okay, I unpacked it, he didn't care.
He was just sitting there trolling.
I'm pissed because this is the third time it's happened when I insisted on him. You want me back on your show? Get me an adult interlocutor instead of these man boys. Okay? These little boys trapped in adult bodies who all they know how to do is be sniveling obnoxious. I certainly expect that there's going to be these little internet trolls like Snake is right, okay? Because he has a grotesquely overly inflated opinion of his own intellectual skills. What I'm really pissed about is James, because he promised he would screen my next debate partner, and it would be somebody who would debate in an adult fashion.
Like, I'm
not. Listen, I don't care if I'm on live YouTube. I'm not going to take crap. Okay. Whether it's from an interlocutor or James, the moderator, and I was far more patient than you can even imagine. James is an utter disgrace, absolute disgrace.
I would not expect any sincerity because most of these fuckers just want to go through their snark.
I'm talking about the moderator. You know, Snake is a little typical arrogant, snot-nosed little atheist who knows nothing about the basics of theology or philosophy and just shoots his mouth off.
Yeah.
You know, he says, well, nothing cannot exist. Well, why not? Well, because something exists. So what? Why couldn't everything just stop existing all at once?
Did you tell James that you're not planning to come again on his show?
Not yet, but
okay,
he knows. He knew how pissed I was the last time. He knows how pissed I am now, so he can surmise what my attitude is. And after the show tonight or tomorrow, I'm gonna send him a good verbal lashing. I am royally pissed at him. He promised he would up his game moderating. He promised he would screen my interlocutors. He would get an adult person. He did not do that. He did not do that, in any shape or form. He totally violated my trust.
And why do you even agree with debates with these random like you don't even know?
Because I'm a grown man, I have an expectation that people are going to debate on these live YouTube shows like adults.
Hey, Darth, can I say something?
Go ahead. Anybody can.
Hey, trolls out there. If you think your Darth is mad, I'm a whole degree higher than him tonight. So you guys need to climb the fuck down. And I am dead serious. I will lock you out of VC if you cross me.
We've had an increase in trolls for some reason. Even yesterday, we had a lot of like trollish behavior. Like just
that's okay. We have the power of the mute. That's all that matters.
Yeah, there's a lot of raids going. But I'm gonna.
Yeah, James Kunz was an absolute disgrace. Conducted himself like an absolute girly man. He's terrible.
It will be interesting to check out the comments and see what the reaction will be from the audience.
You already know what they're gonna say.
We already know what they are. 98% of the comments are unhinged, deranged atheists.
They're a bunch of deranged idiots. They can't argue to say they lied. They can't argue their way out of a wet paper bag for nothing.
I will start muting the trolls in chat if you guys don't calm the fuck down.
James clearly can do what he wants with his channel, but I think it would be a total embarrassment for him to leave that up.
I agree. I wanted to give you props, Demolishing. I wish James had treated you better. It was kind of sad to see it fall apart like that.
I appreciate that. He was acting just terribly, giggling multiple times like a schoolgirl.
If
Believe
you're
it or
gonna
not, this guy is allegedly going for a PhD in industrial psychology. Okay, and he's acting like a little girly man. No, look, what we had was a little boy in a 22-year-old's body being snarky, obnoxious. It's just simply repeating all of his scripted lines that he has on his YouTube channel. That's it. But you know what? I'm not really pissed at this little punk. I come across these little punks every single day like toenail lint on Discord. He's nothing new. They're a dime a dozen. But what I'm pissed at is James, who professes to be a Christian, and he's claiming to be a moderator. And I told him, I don't want to appear on your show again unless you're going to screen my interlocutors and get me a serious opponent. I said, I don't want a train wreck that happened like the last 2 or 3 times. And he said, okay, I'll get somebody serious. Now, does anybody think he screened this numbnuts? Did he warn this numbnuts? You're not interacting like an adult?
No, it's all about content.
He doesn't have the balls to do it on live stream. I would.
Here's what I think the problem is. You are probably one of the most, if not the most polemical Christian on the internet. And a lot of these atheists have a basic understanding of what type of questions you're going to ask. And when they don't want to deal with them, given your polemic nature, they react to you in that specific type of way that they wouldn't react towards other Christians.
All right. So Dark Ocelot, you said stop being a train wreck. No, I'm not being a train wreck. I'm justifiably and righteously indignant at the failure of somebody who's running a debate show to keep his promises.
Yeah.
Now you're saying he's serious and maintain and maybe a serious debate can happen. What the hell are you talking about, Dark Ocelot? Open your microphone and respond to me. Otherwise, you're just a drive-by troll. And you're going to be put in the mental ward, and you won't be able to type any more trolling remarks. You going to answer me on mic? No, you're a little girly man hiding as a keyboard warrior.
Yeah, he's been running his fingers over.
Good. Now you're going into the mental work because you're just a keyboard warrior. Yeah, I'm really pissed at James.
Yeah, if you're gonna have a debate channel, the very least you can do is, well, not anything that he did tonight.
You'll forgive me for being repetitive and redundant. This isn't the first time it's happened.
Exactly.
This has happened 2 or 3 times, okay? And I said, get me an adult to debate.
Well,
not
he doesn't
these
want
weasels.
He just wants to make content and have cool little gotcha clips to get more views. It's not a matter of intellectual debate at this point. It's just
Not
YouTube
trade soda.
economics, and it's ultimately pretty sad.
He was even muting you when you were trying to talk. I thought that was unfair.
That's okay. I really am not displeased with myself for showing indignation the way I did. I think it was entirely justified. Will the atheists jump on the atheists jump on the bandwagon? Oh, he was raging. I don't care. I really don't care.
You see, Darth, you got another person who disagrees with you, saying that you were treated unfairly. You see, it's abundantly clear what happened.
I'll flat out say I don't agree with a lot of your points, but I think it's absolutely ridiculous that James acted this way, and Snake was absolutely demolished by you. I think it's absolutely saddening to see this kind of stuff happen and people cheer it in the comments.
But if James would have laid down the law on him a little bit more, he would have had at least a bit more pressure to be serious.
No, because he knew that the feckless, spineless, giggling like a schoolgirl James wasn't going to step in. Yeah, James is a disgrace.
Bro,
yeah, I think that's right. That he has to apologize for that. Yeah, you can't resolve that by just simply saying, "I'll get you a person." You need to apologize for that.
Did you hear him step in once and say, Snake, you have to make a good faith effort to answer the question and not just give some quasi half-baked answer that we know that you're not intending it's an answer. Never once did he jump in.
James always leans in favor of the atheist because he doesn't want to make it seem like he's the Christian trying to, he wants to be the nice Christian that makes it seem like he's not trying to stack the deck against the atheist. So, and instead of being straight down the middle, he has to be more unfair towards the Christian.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's a good way to word it.
What I want to find out from him when I do talk with him in person. Did you interview this person? Did you tell them that Darth Dawkins, Duncan Atheism, is a serious debater, regardless of what you think he is? That he wants a serious adult interaction. He wants a vigorous adult interaction and debate and disagreement. Not somebody who's just going to give phony answers and dodge, evade. I'm so accustomed to the snarky teenager mentality, atheist reasoning. That's not what I'm upset about. It's that James promised he would get me an adult interlocutor. And what do I get? I get a greasy-haired, long-haired, little effeminate little guy who calls himself Snake.
Like, I completely get that there's a limit to how much he can actually, screen somebody for a debate, but surely he could have done better than this.
No. What a real man would have done is said, listen, if you want to debate Darth Dawkins, you're going to have to debate in an adult fashion, and that he has complained before about people being dodging, evading, being less than transparent. And he expects you to debate like an adult, not like a teenager. This is specifically what I told him. And that if you don't conduct yourself like an adult in the debate, I'm going to stop you and cut your mic off. Did James do that? No, because James doesn't have the balls to do it. He just wants to giggle like a little girly man on a live YouTube stream.
Yeah, like the other guy said earlier, he tries to be so unbiased, he actually pushes himself in favor of the opposition so far to the point where he unironically becomes biased. But to loop back around, I really do wish James would have pushed him harder on that when he couldn't answer your question there.
No, James is a feckless coward. Yeah, James. You know what? I really think James is a scumbag now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Unless I get a public apology from him, I'm not going back on that show. He can go pound sand. He's a clown. He's an absolute embarrassment as a moderator.